Falcons, they are into the playoffs. They will join James Clemens in Class 7A Region 4. Bob Jones at home tonight. It's homecoming for the Patriots. They were taking on the Albertville Aggies, and I know this one, there was plenty of points put up on this one on the Bob Jones side of things. Just need to see if it has gone final yet. It's got to be close to the final.
Yeah, I would think it's 37-0 at a half, but that's completely wrong. It's got to be completely wrong. I would say 37-0, maybe
I've seen
final.
A third quarter score. I seen a late third quarter score in this one, so I know Bob Jones was in control of this one. So it's looking good that the Bob Jones Patriots will make the playoffs as well. Now, if you want to ask me who's going to be the 2 seed, the 3 seed, and the 4 seed, that I can't tell you, because it looks like it's all going to come down to the tiebreaker rules. And if you understand the tiebreaker rules for the Alabama High School Athletic Association, give us a call, because I don't. 256-576-4977. We looked through it. We looked through the official wordage from the AHSAA.
It's like reading a thesaurus.
Yeah, it's like reading Greek.
It's awful.
Yeah, so
Absolutely
anyway, that's what we have. All right, let's get you into Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
All right, several teams in our Class 6A region played non-conference games. There were a few region games in Class 6A, and it is involving our region with Oxford and Clay Chalkville and Shades Valley, Class 6A Region 6. So we will give you this. Clay Chalkville beat Shades Valley 52-28. And we are waiting that Center Point Oxford score. Have we seen one from Center Point and Oxford?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oxford was a winner, 35-14 over Center Point.
All right. I will fill in the playoff numbers there. Clay Chalkville cruises to a 6-0 mark in region play. Oxford is 5-1. That was a huge win for Oxford, because now Oxford will be at home for round 1 of the playoffs, as they will be the Class 6A Region 6 runner-up to Clay Chalkville. Center Point is in the playoffs. Shades Valley, with the loss, goes to 2-4. And Pinson Valley, got to wait to see that one there. How did Pinson Valley fare tonight? We will figure that one out. But in Class 6A as well, Gadsden City shuts out Calera tonight, 46-0 in a close one. Athens gets by Fort Payne, 29-28. In a game you just heard on 97.7 ESPN The Zone in Huntsville. Buckhorn over Decatur, 26-21. It was Coleman over Etowah tonight, 42-10. Arab on the road tonight at Hazel Green. They get the best of the Trojans, 42-7. Now, those were all non-region 6A games, as they've all completed their region play. Most of them will play again next week. A few of them will actually take their bye week next week in Week 10. All right, Class 5A.
Class 5A scores.
We're going to stop in Class 5A Region 8. Class 5A number 6 ranked Fairview on the road tonight at 5A 10th ranked Russellville. The winner brings home the region title. This one goes to the Golden Tigers of Russellville. They get the win, 31-14. West Point over Brewer, 27-13. And East Limestone blanks Ardmore. A lot of playoff implications in that region. We'll run down the standings when we put 60 minutes on the clock and we do hour number 1. We'll go a full hour here on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Score big deals at Baumhauer's this football season and order from our Inflation Bites menu. Try our Buffalo Wing Special with fries and a complimentary beverage for only $9.99. And what's football without a cold beer? Our pitchers of Yingling and Yingling Flight are only $7.99, served all day, 7 days a week. And huddle up, football fans. Sign up today for our free NFL Pick'em contest at Baumhauers.com for weekly prizes. Baumhauers, legendary fun and legendary food.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey Wes, our company Fleming Roofing and Restoration specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a fifth generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
Well, you guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10 plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey Wes, we show up.
Work injuries happen in Alabama all the time, whether it's an accident at work, getting injured, lifting heavy objects, hurting your hands on a machine, or just performing the same movement over and over until your body breaks down. But when it happens, there's only one law firm to call in Alabama. That's Pond, Lehocky, Giordano. For personalized legal support, reach out to Pond Lehocky at 855-774-3838 or pondlehocky.com.
The representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's hunting and tailgate season and time to get serious about an F-150. We've got nearly 140 to choose from, and without a doubt, one of the best F-150 values on the road today is our STX package. You get 290 hard-working horses mated to a 10-speed transmission that'll take you everywhere, from that tree stand to downtown Tuscaloosa. Body-colored bumpers, halogen headlamps, 20-inch machined aluminum wheels, lots of
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
2-7.
Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. We've put 60 minutes on the clock, and we are counting it down. The ball is on the tee. It is Week 9 according to the AHSAA. It's Week 10 in our books. Calendar reads October 27th, and boy, oh boy, weather could not been any more beautiful tonight for high school football with plenty on the line. You want perfect conditions, and that is exactly what we had across high school football stadiums last night. It's exactly what we had across high school football stadiums this evening. Plenty on the line to play for. Let's delve into Class 4A right out of the gates.
Class 4A scores.
All right, Class 4A Region 8, Westminster Christian Academy. They've already locked up the region title. That we already know. And Westminster Christian Academy tonight taking on New Hope, and they win 55-28. Your final there. That is the score. Brandon Mush, 314 total yards, 6 touchdowns in the win for Westminster Christian Academy. So we already know they're the number 1 seed. We need to know who the 2, who the 3, and who the 4 seeds are in Class 4A Region 8. There was a big one tonight in Priceville. Randolph and Priceville. The winner of this game gets the number 2 seed. They're at home for the first round of the playoffs. It goes to Randolph tonight. They get to win 28-24. Now, here comes the interesting part. What happens to Priceville with the loss? Well, Priceville, the Bulldogs had to go into the locker room and wait for some scores, because if North Jackson and St. John Paul both got wins tonight, Priceville would find themselves on the outside of the playoffs looking in. North Jackson taking care of business tonight against DAR. This one should be about final. 72-7, late, if not already final. there. North Jackson in control. But St. John Paul II goes on the road tonight, Madison County, and it's the Madison County Tigers getting a win tonight, 36-35 over St. John Paul II. That there moves Priceville into the playoffs. So your Class 4A Region 8 teams, Westminster Christian Academy will win the region. They're the 1 seed. Randolph will be the 2 seed. And then you got Priceville and North Jackson, both of them heading to the playoffs. And so an interesting night, a lot of scoreboard watching going on all across North Alabama. And let's see here. So North Jackson will be the 3 seed. Priceville will be the 4th seed in Class 4A Region 8. All right, let's go back and let's bounce in. Okay, let's go Class 4A Region 7 real fast. West Morgan going to blank Wilson tonight. Of course, West Morgan, the 5th-ranked team in Class 4A, 62-0 your final there. We know West Morgan will be at home for the playoffs. They're going to take on Etowah in round 1, I believe, of the playoffs. Central Florence last night over East Lawrence, 49-13. It was Fultondale over Hansville, 43-14. Cherokee County, the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A. No problems with Asheville tonight, 56-7. Let's go to Class 3A.
Class 3A scores.
All right, Class 3A Region 8, Lauderdale County over Culver Heights, 41-7. Of course, Lauderdale County, your region champions in Class 3A Region 8. The runner-up in that region is Mars Hill Bible. They're the 4th-ranked team in Class 3A. Lauderdale County checking in this week, by the way, at number 7 in the 3A polls. Mars Hill Bible traveling to Scottsboro, 5A, 3A matchup. This one goes the way of Mars Hill Bible. This one was back and forth all night. A fantastic ball game over there in Scottsboro. Mars Hill comes away your winner, 36-35. Class 3A Region 7, Madison Academy. Last week, because J.B. Pennington knocked off Susan Moore, that gave Madison Academy, for all intents and purposes, the region title. Even if Susan Moore had gotten the win tonight, the Madison Academy would still have it because of the tiebreaker over J.B. Pennington and everything else. Madison Academy leaves no doubt. They complete a perfect region campaign, undefeated in region play, with a 55-7 win over Susan Moore. In Class 3A Region 6, it was Plainview over Ohatchee, 34-18. Geraldine over Glencoe, 54-7. Geraldine, of course, the 9th-ranked team in Class 3A. All right, let's do some 2A scores.
Class 2A scores.
All right, Class 2A Region 8, Lexington over Sheffield, 62-12. It was Hatton over Red Bay, 36-24. Fife in Class 2A checking in at number 3. They hold steady. They came in last week ranked number 3. They got that big win over Pisgah. Pisgah dropped down to number 5 in the Class 2A rankings this week. But Fife, a 46-0 shutout win over Eider. It's Collinsville who's checking in with a 56-7 win tonight over North Sand Mountain. Kind of looking over some of the rest of the 2A scores there. We'll get you some more as the show kind of winds along. 256-576-4977. If you want to be a part of the fun, be a part of the show, give us your scores, your highlights, reactions to anything that happened out there on the field tonight. Feel free to give us a call. All right. What was that? Oh, all right. Let's go out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. AL.com's Jimmy Lay. He's got a busy night tonight, so we won't keep him too long. But Westminster Christian Academy a winner tonight, and that Class 4A Region 8 playoff picture has unfolded. Jimmy, good evening, buddy.
Hey, good evening, Scott. Yeah, Westminster completed the region season undefeated, 7-0 in 4A Region 8, big 55 to 28 win over New Hope. They were up 35-14 at the half, and they just kind of cruised in the second half. Brandon Bush finished the night with 314 total yards and 6 total touchdowns. That brings his total yards to 12,954. He'll probably hit 13K next week, but big night for Brandon and the Wildcats.
All right, so Westminster gets the win. Randolph gets that win over Priceville 28-24. St. John Paul falls to Madison County 36-35. North Jackson well in control over that one over DAR. It's probably gone final, but it was like 72-7 last check, so we assume there. But yeah, Priceville will be that 4 seed. North Jackson gets the 3 seed in the region.
Wow. Yeah, I was getting reports from Coach Lloyd. He was telling me that they were down 17-14 at the half. In fact, actually down 24-14 in the third quarter, but they scored twice. Go ahead, 28-24. He said with they intercepted a pass, Priceville driving at the 3:20 point in the game, and they had a 3rd and 1 with 50 seconds left, and they railed off 42 yards down to the 12, and they took a knee to end the game. So exciting game over there at Priceville. Congratulations to Coach Lloyd. One more thing I forgot to mention about the Westminster game. It was Louis LeBlanc's 50th win. They had T-shirts out there for him, and he was embarrassed. But it was a good night for them. Good night for Randolph. I am shocked that JP2 did not win that game. That's got to be so disappointing to them. But hey, every game counts, and you got to get it done. Nobody's going to give you anything. So congratulations to Priceville finishing 4th, and we'll see how it all shakes out when we get the playoffs rolling.
All right, Jimmy, let the listeners know what else they can read on AL.com coming up about tonight.
Yeah, tonight I will have the Madison Academy roundup. They won big over Susan Moore. I believe it was like 55-10, something like that. I'll have the Gunnersville Sardis. I'll have a little bit about Paul Benefield's 300th win at Fife. They won tonight, got his 300th win at Fife. He's such a legendary coach. I'm waiting on a quote from him. And then I will have the write-up about what I just told you about Randolph winning that game. But yeah, that'll do it. I'm almost to my house so I can write this stuff up. Anyway, so let me go so I can get it done.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you. Bye now.
Jimmy Lay, AL.com. He's got a busy night ahead of him. It's always good to get him just for a minute or two. Since we are in that Class 4A Region 8, let's just get a quick update here. He was on the call tonight with Bailey Lowry. Drew DeArmond here in studio with us real fast on this one. Randolph gets the win over Priceville, 28-24 the final. They will be at home for the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, Scott, man, it was one of the best ball games I've ever had the privilege of broadcasting. The best player for the Raiders, their heartbeat, William Collins, was not in there tonight. He was injured, so it was all hands on deck, and this was a lot at stake. The winner of this game was the 2 seed in 4A Region 8 and would be at home for the playoffs. And certainly the Raiders were trying to get a home playoff game for the 3rd straight year under Coach David Lloyd. And Priceville, as they do, they play such a unique style. They're almost like the Fife Red Devils. They bludgeon you. They don't throw a lot of passes. They're extremely physical. Blitz Clemens tonight had a heck of a game, had 2 touchdowns, did a great job running the football, had well over 100 yards, and they dominated the time of possession for much of the game. And they had a 24-14 lead headed in to the 4th quarter, but the Raiders really responded, or the latter stages of the 3rd, I should say. I mean, because Randolph came out like they wanted. I talked to David Lloyd this week. He wanted, and we spoke with him. They wanted to start fast and kind of try to stay ahead in the football game, and they did that on the opening drive. They got up 7-0, but then, as Priceville can do, they broke a 39-yard touchdown run because, as Coach Lloyd says, They pound you, then they hit that seam just right. And Blitz Clemens went in from 39 yards out on his senior night. It was 7-all. And then the stops in this game were just paramount. I mean, it was very difficult to get stops. They stopped Randolph in the next possession, scored as Blitz went in from 16 yards out to go up 14-7. But then the Raiders, this is kind of the Raiders' MO all night. They grabbed it back. Graham Beatty had a 78-yard run, and then 3 more carries for 9 yards and a touchdown to tie it at 14. And then the Raiders got a big stop, but they fumbled. And when you fumble in a game like this and you give a team an extra possession, it allowed the Priceville Bulldogs to kick a field goal in the last play of the first half. They were up 17-14 and then got the ball to start the second half and did what they do. They just went methodically down the field. They ended up with another 3-yard touchdown run from England, their senior quarterback. And it was 24-14 with only 4:47 to go in the third quarter. I mean, this game was flying by, but the Raiders, had a quick strike again. Graham Beatty went in on a 32-yard catch and run. And then finally, late in the fourth quarter, the Raiders got a stop and then quickly capitalized on it with a 2-play touchdown. Graham Beatty went in from 15 yards, and then they got up 28-24, and there were still 10 minutes to go though. But luckily for the Raiders, they were able to get a stop later in the fourth quarter. And by the time they stopped Priceville had to use a couple timeouts to go for it on fourth down, and they got a stop, and then were able to run the clock out and escape. But it was just a great game, big-time crowd, and a huge gut check win for the Raiders as they'll now host a playoff game in a couple of weeks at Sports Medville for the third year in a row.
All right, that was Drew DeArmond. He was on the call on 97.7 ESPN The Zone in Huntsville for Randolph and Priceville. It's 10:14. Let's get our first break in here of the hour. When we come back, quarter number 2 of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Don't let your back or neck pain get in the way. Get back to doing the things you love with the spine and neuro team from Huntsville Hospital. As the most experienced in the area, we have been improving lives in North Alabama for more than 50 years. Whether your favorite fishing hole is on Wilson Lake in the Shoals, Flint Creek, or Lake Gunnersville, Spine and Neuro is nearby to get you back to your best. Visit us online at spineandneuro.com to learn more.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's hunting and tailgate season and time to get serious about an F-150. We've got nearly 140 to choose from, and without a doubt, one of the best F-150 values on the road today is our STX package. You get 290 hard-working horses mated to a 10-speed transmission that'll take you everywhere, from that tree stand to downtown Tuscaloosa. Body-colored bumpers, halogen headlamps, 20-inch machined aluminum wheels, and lots of tech, like a rear-view camera with dynamic hitch assist, which you boaters and RVers will love. A 2023 Woody Anderson Ford F-150 STX packs a punch, but it doesn't cost you a bunch. You can drive one for $474 a month. That's a 36-month lease with $51.66 due at signing, zero security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. Offer ends October 31st. Call 539-9441 for complete details. Come test drive an F-150 STX today. Woody Anderson Ford, hope to see you soon.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case.
And we'll take care of it.
The Lackey Law Firm. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see? Every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Eli Gold, voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Join us every week for Alabama football right here.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Studios. And we've talked a lot about winning region titles, home playoff games, etc. tonight. But when you have an accomplishment like we get to talk about next, it moves up the ladder. Fife gets a shutout win tonight over Eider, 46-0. That means legendary head coach, and I'm going to use the word legendary, Paul Benefield picks up his win tonight, 300th win as head coach of the Fife Red Devils, becomes the second coach in the AHSAA history books to win 300 games at one school. And folks, tonight he coached his 345th game. You do the math on the record there as the win percentage. But the head coach, Paul Benefield, the Fife Red Devils, joining us now on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win tonight, 46-0 over Eider.
Well, thank you. That was actually 401 games I've coached.
401? Oh, man, I shorted you like 55 games. My bad. That is my bad.
Give or take a few games.
We'll just talk about the game, first of all, tonight.
Well, it's just, it's been a blessing to have good health to coach this long to begin with, and to be able to do it in a community, that will let you coach. It's going to be tough for the new coaches to get to stay somewhere long enough to win that many games, and I'm just been lucky to be in a community that I can coach in. But got to play a lot of kids tonight, and got to play all the kids tonight, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, and last week, I mean, you come off a big emotional win like last week against Pisgah, a charged-up game like that. How pleased were you with the focus this week in practice and the focus in tonight's game?
Well, it was pretty good. You could tell we was a little bit different tonight than we were, and it's just hard to get up and play like that every week. But, the guys come to practice, took care of business this week, and we're looking forward to a big game next week and then starting the playoffs.
Yeah, you're going to close out it's hard to believe that we're talking about closing out the regular season. It feels like we just kicked off the year. You're going to close out the regular season next week against Sylvania, and then you get into the playoffs. But the good news is, Coach, you're going to be in a familiar spot. You're going to be the number one seed, and you're going to be at home for the playoffs.
That's right. That's one of our goals every year, and we got a little rough start this year, and kids went back to work, and we were playing some underclassmen that had to grow up a little bit, and they still haven't grew up completely, but they're getting better, and if we can just keep everybody healthy, maybe we can compete in the playoffs.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations on the 300th win. And I should have said 345th game at Fife. That's what I meant to say.
No, it's 300th win. Well, yeah, it may be that. I don't know.
I think it's your. I think I could be wrong. I could be wrong again.
Right.
But anyway, I do know it is your 300th win at Fife. Again, remarkable milestone. Congratulations on that. Very well deserved. And I know, when we mentioned Fife, Paul Benefield is mentioned right there because each and every Friday night, it's a tough out.
Well, I appreciate it. Our kids work hard, and we try to put them in position to compete every week, and they do the rest. They compete extremely hard, and I'm mighty proud of them.
Coach, congratulations. Best of luck next week, and best of luck on a playoff run.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, Paul Benefield, head coach of the Fife Red Devils there. I believe it is his 345th game at Fife. Now, no doubt he's well over 400.
You get so many overtime, you just kind of lose count.
Yeah, but I believe that. But I do know for a fact it is his 300th win there at Fife, and again becomes the second coach in the Alabama High School Athletic Association history books to win 300 games at one school. That's the key there. All right, let's put you from the very beginning. And let's go through some Class 7A scores.
Class 7A scores.
All right, Class 7A Region 4, that drew a lot of our attention tonight because of the playoff battles and the playoff seedings. Albertville and Bob Jones. The last score we had here, 51-6. Bob Jones was in control. I can't believe that one has not gone final yet. Florence and Sparkman. Sparkman would lead this one 10-9 at the half. Second half, all Falcons. They get a win tonight over Sparkman, 36-17. So Florence punches their ticket to the playoffs. Bob Jones will punch their ticket to the playoffs. James Clemens over Grissom, 35-7. That one last night. Austin over Huntsville, 52-25. So the Austin Black Bears, the Florence Falcons, the Bob Jones Patriots, and the James Clemens Jets will all represent Class 7A Region 4 in the playoffs. All right, let's go to 6A.
Class 6A scores.
Gadsden City with a shutout win tonight over Calera, 46-0. Your final there. And then you have Athens on the road at Fort Payne tonight. Athens comes away a winner, 29-28. That one a close ball game. Buckhorn at home tonight against Decatur, 26-21. Etowah on the road at Coleman. Coleman comes away a winner, 42-10. Now, in Class 6A Region 6, not all of the games tonight in Class 6A were non-region. We still had some region games. Oxford gets a win over Centerpoint, 35-14. And it's Clay Chalkville over Shades Valley, 52-28. Pinson Valley nips Pell City, 41-38. So if you're looking at Class 6A Region 6, Clay Chalkville is your region winner. They are going to be at home in the playoffs, region champs. Oxford, they will be at home for round one of the playoffs. They're 5-1, so they're at home. They're the number 2 seed in Class 6A Region 6. Then you got Centerpoint right there at 4-2. Centerpoint going to be the number 3 seed. Then you got to go into some tiebreakers because Shades Valley and Pinson Valley will finish the region mark at 2-4. So I know Clay Chalkville, I know Oxford, and I know Centerpoint is in there. Haven't had a chance to look at the tiebreak results there between Shades Valley and Pinson Valley, but one of those two will be headed to the playoffs. Let's go into Class 5A.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8 needed to be settled, and we needed a region champion. 6th ranked Fairview, 10th ranked Russellville meeting in Russellville tonight. The winner, your region champs, and the Russellville Golden Tigers are your region champs thanks to a 31-14 win over Fairview. Now, we needed to know who's going to get into the playoffs in Class 5A Region 8. So, Russellville is going to be your region champ. Fairview is going to be your number 2 seed. Lawrence County sitting in there at the number 3 seed at 4-2. They were in the clubhouse at 4-2 already, so they're going to be your 3 seed. Question is, between Brewer, West Point, and East Limestone, who gets in as the 4th seed? Well, East Limestone knocks off Ardmore tonight, 45-0. West Point, they get a win tonight over Brewer, 27-13. So we've got Brewer, West Point, and East Limestone all in there at 2-4. So again, tie-break rules going to have to come into effect to see who gets that 4th and final spot in Class 5A Region 8. Class 5A Region 7 is the same thing. All right, so Scottsboro stepped out of region tonight. They played the 4th-ranked team in Class 3A, Mars Hill Bible. They are a tremendously talented program. They got tripped up, though, last week by Lauderdale County. So Lauderdale County in Class 3A, they're going to be the region champions there. But let's get back to 5A Region 7. Guntersville gets a shutout win tonight over Sardis, okay? So Guntersville moves to 4-1 in the region. I bring up Scottsboro and Mars Hill because Scottsboro last week finished the region campaign at 4-1. So Scottsboro's at 4-1, Guntersville's at 4-1. Arab finished the region campaign last week as well. They finished 4-1. So we've got a 3-way tie atop the region standings in Class 5A Region 7. Scottsboro, Arab, and Guntersville all at 4-1. This is where it gets even more confusing because Scottsboro lost to Guntersville. Guntersville lost to Arab. Arab lost to Scottsboro. So we're going to let the Alabama High School Athletic Association sort all that out to figure out who's going to get 1, 2, and 3. The battle was for the 4th seed, Sardis and Boaz. Boaz gets a win tonight over Douglas, 45-21. With Sardis's loss to Guntersville, that moves Boaz into the 4th seed. That I know for sure. So Scottsboro, Arab, Guntersville, and Boaz will all be headed to the playoffs in Class 5A Region 7. Class 5A Region 6, Springville gets a win tonight over St. Clair County, 42-13. Non-region battle, Talladega and Alexandria. What's our final there between Talladega and Alexandria?
Alexandria was a winner 50-15 over Talladega.
All right, now I know Moody got a win over Southside, 34-21, but what happened with Leeds and Lincoln?
Leeds was a winner 30-14 over Lincoln.
All right, so there you go. That's Class 5A Region 6. That's a lot to get through right there. I mean, we've only touched the tip of the iceberg. We've only touched the tip.
Once you hit 5A, and you have to get through so many different regions. I mean, that's the chunk. Well, 5A and 4A are the big chunks in that.
Tie-break rules and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whew, gotta be swimming in my head. But I tell you what, it's halftime. Let's get a break in because when we come back, we will kick off the second half of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. We got 30 minutes on the clock. We'll count you down. We'll run through the scores, 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A. When we return, it's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Valley Equipment Rental has grown by leaps and bounds over the past year and is adding more and more equipment to their already impressive fleet. Valley is a locally owned family equipment rental business serving the entire Tennessee Valley. They concentrate on the local contractors, building repeat business and specializing in long-term rentals for their local contractors. The benefit of long-term rental is that they stay on top of their assets. If something you own goes down in the field, you have to stop and fix it before you can finish the job. With Valley Equipment Rental, they will fix it on site or bring you another machine while that one's being fixed. More importantly, Valley is locally owned and operated, which means when you have an issue, you can get someone on it right away, right here in the Valley. Heck, ask for Ross Roberts, the owner, if you like. Try calling one of the big box national outlets and asking for the owner. That's if you can even get through the automation. Buy local. Buy Valley Equipment Rental. Valley Equipment Rental has 2 locations, one on the North and South Parkway. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
The Huntsville Sports Commission is driven by you, driven by those with grit, determination, and a goal to succeed. This is why we do what we do. The Huntsville Sports Commission promotes an enhanced quality of life in the Huntsville area through sports. We work hard to make sure those who come to Huntsville to compete have all they need to be the best they can be. The Huntsville Sports Commission. We do sports. Find out more at huntsvillesports.org.
Did you know the state's top-ranked private school is here in Huntsville? What about one of the nation's few Orton Gillingham Academy accredited schools? At Randolph School, our experienced teachers and coaches challenge and nurture students as they prepare for college and life. Our pre-K through 12 school includes Greengate School at Randolph, serving students with dyslexia. Parents, we know that you are your child's biggest advocate, and we invite you to explore your education options. Schedule a tour at randolphschool.net.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Did you know that average home equity is at an all-time high, but so is average consumer debt? Even though rates are higher now, you can use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loans, etc., then refi when the rates drop. Don't put off that new home purchase. When rates drop, prices will go up. Buy now and get the best price, and then refi when the rates drop. This is the time to talk to the experts at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com for more information.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Listen each Friday to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
All right, welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. And we have had a lot of great scores tonight. A lot of region matchups going on, helping decide playoffs, helping decide region titles. And there are a few of these non-region games. I know you look at the calendar and it's like, okay, it's week 9, it's our last game of the regular season. It's a non-region game. It doesn't mean anything. In some cases, these region games, these last region games to be played, affect tiebreakers in some of these tie-break scenarios. So yes, these non-region games to end the season can be very, very important when it comes to determine who gets in or who does not get in to the playoffs. This one didn't matter. We already know Buckhorn's headed to the playoffs. We already know they're going to be at home for round 1 of the playoffs as well. So that we do know, right? They will be at home for round 1 of the playoffs, right? Round 1? Yeah. Buckhorn, number 2 seed, yeah. So they got a win tonight over Decatur, 26-21. Their head coach, Matt Patterson, kind enough to join us tonight, fresh off the win at home over the Red Raiders. Coach, congratulations on finishing you got one more non-region game, but finishing this one off tonight, 26-21 over Decatur.
Thanks, Scott. It was a good win for us, and really proud of our kids to fight there in the last few minutes of the fourth quarter to get a big stop, and then obviously kneel the ball out there with about 1:53 to go.
Yeah, this one here, I mean, these games are awfully tough because, number one, it's a non-region game, and you're kind of 15, 16-year-old kids have got their minds already turned to the playoffs. How was it this week at practice? How was the attention to detail this week, especially going into the night?
Well, I thought the practice was really great. We came out in the first half and was up 23-7 at halftime, and drove down again to open the second half, and kicked a field goal to make it 26-7. And hats off to Decatur. Gee whiz, they didn't quit. Kept fighting, made a couple of big plays, get some big scores, and got it 26-21 with chances of scoring late. And we had a couple of big sacks that put them in super long yardage situations there and turnover on downs. And we just kept fighting and very fortunate to come out with a 26-21 win tonight.
Yeah, for those that did not get to hear it on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, Coach, who kind of stood out to you defensively?
Man, I thought Colin Fielder made some big plays again, the inside linebacker. Thought our D-line did a great job with some pass rush. Harlan Pitts and E.J. Hall and Ian Harrell seemed to be back there a lot. And Colton Rose had a couple of big sacks late from the outside linebacker position, bringing pressure. Alex Gilray had an interception. But, we got to win. Like I told the team after the game, I said, ugly, scrappy, whatever, dominant, it don't matter. You got to win. We won by 1, won by 5, it don't matter. That's win number 5 for us. We'll get better over the weekend and, come back next Thursday night at home, First Grissom, and try to get our 6th win of the season.
Yeah, that's the thing. At this point in the season, Coach, there is no ugly whatever. It's just a win. And a win, especially after next week, a win keeps you playing no matter how you get it.
Well, we're trying to get back on a roll. We came up on a short end last week at Fort Payne. It was ultimately a play-in game to who was going to be the host and who was going to have to travel. And, for those that weren't at that ball game, and that was an outstanding high school football game for every second of the 48 minutes. And, kids later on the line, I was a little worried if they'd be able to come back this week after how high they've been the last 2 to 3 weeks after beating Lee and then going through Fort Payne. But when they showed up tonight for that first half, we got to figure out a way to play more consistent for 48 minutes.
All right, Coach Matt Patterson, Buckhorn Bucks tonight, 26-21 winners over Decatur. They will be at home next week, a short week, Thursday night game against Grissom to wrap up the regular season. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Best of luck next week as well.
Thanks, Scott.
All right. So they will be at home, and making a little home there in Newmarket are the Buckhorn Bucks. All right, we have not gotten – let's get into some Class 3A scores.
Class 3A scores.
All right, Clements and Phil Campbell, Jeff. What do we got for Clements and Phil Campbell?
Phil Campbell, a winner, 44-36 over Clements.
44-36. All right, Lauderdale County over Colbert Heights, 41-7. Elkmont and Colbert County.
Colbert County blanks Elkmont, 49-0.
Elkmont going through a coaching change there. First night on the job for their new head coach. Class 3A Region 7, Madison Academy over Susan Moore, 55-7. Danville, Brindley Mountain.
Now it says 64-0 late in the fourth quarter. I'm thinking that's probably a final.
All right, Vinemont and Asbury.
Haven't seen anything on that posted correctly.
Class 3A Region 6. I know Sylvania and Westbrook Christian are done.
Actually, I just got a final on Vinemont Asbury. Okay. 42-0 Vinemont.
All right, Sylvania and Westbrook Christian. I know they are done.
Yes, Sylvania won 30-7.
Sylvania, of course, the 8th-ranked team in Class 3A. They're victorious tonight. What a good year they've had. Plainview over Ohatchee, 34-18. Geraldine over Glencoe, 54-7. Piedmont and Hoax Bluff.
Piedmont was one better than Hoax Bluff, 22-21.
All right. And Class 3A Region 4, you're going to have to help me out there.
Yeah, I got a lot. They kind of came in late. Beulah was a 7 better than Weaver, 38-31. Walter Wellborn was a big winner, 62-34 over Sachs. And to round off Class 3A Region 4, Randolph County was a winner, 32-22 over Dadeville.
All right, now Class 2A we go.
Class 2A scores.
All right, Falkville on the road at Tharptown tonight. What do we got?
40 better than Tharptown. Falkville, 46-6.
All right, Boonville, Mississippi, and Tanner. Tanner needed to find a game, And they had trouble finding an opponent, so they picked up the phone. They called over to Mississippi and had Boonsville, Mississippi make the trip over there to Tanner.
It was a nice little trip for Boonsville as they were a big winner, 48-21 over Tanner.
All right. Lexington, a big winner tonight over Sheffield, 62-12. Red Bay over Hatton. Or no, my bad. Hatton over Red Bay, 36-24. Class 2A Region 7 we go. Fife, we mentioned, a winner, 46-0 over Eider. Paul Benefield picks up career win number 300 at Fife. Collinsville over North Sand Mountain, 56-7. What about Sandrock and Whitesburg Christian?
Whitesburg Christian with a win, 38-22 over Sandrock.
All right, and Pisgah and Section.
30 better, Pisgah 50, Section 20.
All right, Pisgah, of course, dropping a little bit in the rankings, the 2A rankings this week. They are down to number 5. By the way, Tanner checks in at number 8 this week in the Class 2A rankings. Class 2A Region 6, Locust Fork and West End.
Locust Fork a winner, 51-12.
All right, we go JB Pennington and Southeastern.
42-12 over Southeastern JB Pennington.
All right, now, of course, that is a non-region matchup. JB Pennington, of course, a 3A school. Gaston and Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley 50, Gaston 20.
And then we've got Holly Pond and Cleveland.
Holly Pond 34, Cleveland 26.
All right, still no Class 2A Region 4. Help me out there.
I can pretty much get you all of them. Class 2A Region 4, Isabella 55, Woodland 14. Thorsby 36, Vincent 18. As we kind of round out Class 2A Region 4. As we move on to Class 1A.
Class 1A scores.
Hackleburg a winner 43-6 over Vina. Shoals Christian 68-0 over Waterloo. Addison also blanks Phillips 54-0. Meek 25, Cherokee 12. As we round into Class 1A Region 7, Coosa Christian blanks Woodville 51-0. Cedar Bluff 21, Appalachian 16. Class 1A Region 6, Wadley 47, Talladega County Central 0. Spring Garden 42, Raglan 27. Winterboro 53, Victory Christian. And to Class A, to round up Class 1A Region 7 from yesterday, Valley Head 53, Galesville 14.
All right, so that is, we've made it through, we've made it through. We made it through from 7 to 1. We got through the whole entire list, and it only took us 48 minutes or 44 minutes to get.
We're getting
through
it down because compared to last week, it's
whole entire list. So give us. The interns are coming through tonight. They're getting a lot of scores in, doing a lot of things.
That Bob Jones game is a final, by the way, 51-6 over Albertville.
Okay, that one there just dragged. I felt that one was final. The North Jackson one, that score there. Once I give that score, people are going to be like, "Holy cow!" Remember a couple weeks ago, we had a 90-something to something score.
It was 94-6 or
right,
or 90,
right,
yeah,
right.
something like that.
Right. Right now, I have 85-14.
I think that's a final.
North Jackson.
Yeah.
Over DAR, 85-14. So North Jackson. That is why this one. That is why plenty of points scored in that one. North Jackson would put up 58 points in the first half. They would have 72 at the end of the third, and they tack on 13 more in the fourth to get up to 85. DAR did their scoring in the second half. In fact, they scored a touchdown in the third and a touchdown in the fourth. All right, 10:46. Let's get our final break, our final timeout of the night. When we come back, we'll run them all down 7-1. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's hunting and tailgate season and time to get serious about an F-150. We've got nearly 140 to choose from, and without a doubt, one of the best F-150 values on the road today is our STX package. You get 290 hard-working horses mated to a 10-speed transmission that'll take you everywhere, from that tree stand to downtown Tuscaloosa. Body-colored bumpers, halogen headlamps, 20-inch machined aluminum wheels, and lots of tech, like a rear-view camera with dynamic hitch assist, which you boaters and RVers will love. A 2023 Woody Anderson Ford F-150 STX packs a punch, but it doesn't cost you a bunch. You can drive one for $474 a month. That's a 36-month lease with $51.66 due at signing, 0 security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. Offer ends October 31st. Call 539-9441 for complete details. Come test drive an F-150 STX today. Woody Anderson Ford, hope to see you soon.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Did you know the state's top-ranked private school is here in Huntsville? What about one of the nation's few Orton Gillingham Academy accredited schools? At Randolph School, our experienced teachers and coaches challenge and nurture students as they prepare for college and life. Our pre-K through 12 school includes Green Gate School at Randolph, serving students with dyslexia. Parents, we know that you are your child's biggest advocate, and we invite you to explore your education options. Schedule a tour at randolphschool.net.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888 8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
You've got it locked on your home of the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Nick Saban Show. This is Eli Gold, and this is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Want to get right out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. The Guntersville Wildcats victorious tonight over Sardis 55-0. Their head coach Lance Reese kind enough to join us right out of the break here tonight. Coach, congratulations. First of all, let's start there. Congratulations on the win tonight. Big win.
Yeah, thank you. It was, really proud of our kids and the way they reacted after the loss to Arab. Obviously, we were disappointed, but instead of kind of feeling sorry for ourselves, we really went to work and had a great week of practice and kind of
got back to focusing on Gunnersville and looking at what we did wrong, and we felt like it made us a better football team this week.
Now, offensively, 55 points. Defensively, you get a shutout this late in the season. Anytime you can get a shutout, that's impressive.
Yeah, we were really pleased with our effort on defense. We actually had 4 interceptions. Braden Olsenbach had 2 interceptions. Cam Gentle had a pick 6, and Dave Peterson had interceptions. So anytime you can force turnovers, it obviously is great for the defense.
Well, Coach, the bigger thing is it does – I mean, you already had it going in, but it creates a 3-way tie atop the region standings with Scottsboro, Arab, and Gunnersville now for that top spot for the region standings.
Yeah, we're we really felt like if we won out that we were going to be the region champions. And there's been a lot of confusion this week over we've got a unique situation that Crossville didn't field a team this week. Some of the team in our region were able to find replacements. We had them week 3, and which was like the first region game, so we couldn't find a game. So it's just been a lot of confusion as to the tiebreaker and how it works out. But we feel like, and hopefully we're gonna be the region champions. So hopefully that's what takes place.
Yeah. So how soon do you know that, or what do you think the timeline will be for that?
Well, it looks like it's going to be when they look at your defeated opponents. It looks like it's going to be after the games next week. But with us not finding Arab and Douglas and us weren't able to get replacement games, and we didn't feel like that the ones that did should get to count an extra game over us. So that's kind of been what the confusion was. So all we can do, obviously, is go out on the field and win, and that's what we did tonight. And then we feel like hopefully it'll work out in our favor.
All right, Coach Lance Reese, Gunnersville Wildcats, with us tonight. Coach, congratulations on the win, and you get Albertville next week, state's longest-running rivalry. And that's a heck of a way to finish the regular season.
Yeah, it is. We're fortunate to be involved in a rivalry with such tradition, and regardless of the records of the two teams, if you can win that one, if you're kind of having a bad year and you can win that one, it really sets you up for the next season. And if you're having a good year and lose it, obviously it puts a bad taste in your mouth. But both communities really come out to support that one, and we're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Best of luck next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, Lance Reese, Gunnersville Wildcats. They're trying to give us a little insight to the tiebreak scenario for Class 5A Region 7. Let's go back out to the phone lines real fast. His team a winner tonight, 36-17. The Florence Falcons over the Sparkman Senators, Class 7A Region 4. Florence is headed to the playoffs. Kenny Morrison joining us now, the head coach of the Florence Falcons. Coach, congratulations on a win, a game that saw you guys trail 10-9 at the half.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And we trailed at halftime. We went in, had a little talk with our guys. Nobody hit the panic button, and we just said, "Hey, we made a ton of mistakes in the first half. Let's settle down. Let's go back out there and play." We had senior night tonight, and we just challenged everybody in the room. Play hard for these seniors, even the young guys, because heck, they'll be seniors one day themselves.
Coach, really in that second half, what was besides cutting out the mistakes, what was the big difference in the second half?
Not turning the ball over and playing some disciplined football. No crazy penalties. We had a few undisciplined penalties in the first half that really cost us. Had a touchdown taken off the board and really backed us up. We ended up not getting points out of it, and we just told our guys, play smart, go out there and play football. And not worry about all the other stuff. And if we'll take care of the little things, everything else will take care of itself.
When you know you're headed to the playoffs, do we know what seed you guys will be?
Yeah, we look like we're going to Thompson. We're going to be a 4 seed. We'll be playing Thompson, number 1 seed, on the road.
Well, good news is you're in the playoffs, Coach, and
we are.
We are, and you get to enjoy next week. It's a bye week for you guys, so you get a little extra time, a little rest. But congratulations on the win tonight, and best of luck there in round 1 of the playoffs.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate y'all having me on.
All right, Kenny Morrison, head coach of the Florence Falcons. Had to be fast there. We didn't have much time, but we wanted to get both coaches on because we wanted to know a little bit about the playoff scenarios there, especially in Class 5A Region 7. It's going to come down to next week, really, to see where Scottsboro, Arab, and Guntersville all fall into place. A three-way tie there. Now we know James Clemens is going to be the 1 seed. Florence is going to be the 4 seed. You got Austin and Bob Jones going to be 2 and 3. So there you go. Whew, we did a little bit of everything there in 60 minutes. About as much as we could do to get through Week 9 of the high school football season. And Week 9, we say Week 9 because the Alabama High School Athletic Association calls it Week 9. We've been doing this for 10 weeks. We'll be back at it next week for Week 11 of the show. We're going to be with you for 2 weeks of the playoffs, at least 2 weeks of the playoffs as well. All right, for Chad Wathney, Brian Temple, and a slew of interns, we say good night from the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show studios. Of course, we've been powered all night long by the Huntsville Sports Commission. We'll see you back here next week.
Logan Hoffman of the Hoffman Group is a proud supporter of Buckhorn Athletics. The Hoffman Group is now powered by Stockton Mortgage and is a full-service mortgage lender and servicer. That means you're getting local and reliable service from Logan Hoffman and the Hoffman Group. Tune in every Thursday through the Tom Abraham Show to hear Bucks head football coach Matt Patterson, presented by the Hoffman Group. Score a touchdown with Logan Hoffman and the Hoffman Group, powered by Stockton Mortgage.